Hello, my name is Shay. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be checking out the Philippines Season 3 trailer from my third trip to the Philippines. So I almost forgot about this little series that I had going here, and it's been a little while since I've recorded in this room, and now that I've got a bit of spare time, I figured now would be a good time to aim to finish the series off. I haven't really given this much thought, but if I think back, this was another spur of the moment trip. Those of you who watch Ate Rachel Ashley, we had been talking about meeting up in the Philippines because her birthday was coming up, although she'd spent a decent amount of time there before I even got there, I think. It feels like such a long time ago. But if you guys have watched my vlogs, you know I need X amount of reasons to make that sort of spur of the moment booking. And so basically meeting Rachel Ashley, filming content with Rachel Ashley, that kind of was under the one. Seeing Morissette again, that was very high on my to-do list. TNT Boys, and what else did I do? It wasn't a very long trip. This was one of my shorter trips. Actually, if I compare it to season 1, it was roughly about the same time. But for some reason, I feel like season 1 was longer. I don't know if that's because of the amount of footage I captured versus how much footage I filmed in this, or maybe because I had gotten so used to. No, it was because it was rainy season. Well, towards the end of rainy season. There was a few days where it would piss down and we didn't have a whole lot to do. So I think that kind of plays into this trip. But I'm gonna leave it there when I watch the trailer, see if I can jog a few more memories. Appreciate you guys that tune in for these particular reactions, because these are trips that I hold near and dear to my heart. So on that note, let's play the video. Wait, I love this song too. This song reminds me of the Philippines, even though it's a Kiwi artist. It just gives me feel-good vibes. Still kind of wish we attended Pagoy's concert, but because it was last minute, it didn't quite work out. Oh yeah, what about that? What about that?
No doubt. I've been feeding for your love.
The song kind of describes how I felt in that moment too. Glazer, Mara Julie. I still can't get over how many vlogs Rachel's vlog, how many views Rachel's vlog got. Didn't get to meet Lani, maybe later down the line. I cringe at myself in these moments. God damn it. Cool, your edge in the bars. Douglas. You guys have to go back and watch it if you haven't seen it already. Darong is a cool guy.
What did you say? What did you say?
Oh, I forgot this was the last clip.
Baby.
Wait, I look so young in this. I look so young and naive. It's like my first impression when I'm looking back at these vlogs. I don't know, I think a lot has changed in that time. I've said these exact words on the channel many times because my outlook on going back to the Philippines is way different now, which is why I'm just anxious to get back because of the things that I didn't get to do, but also weren't high on my priority list, where now it's all I'm thinking about doing. And I'm not giving too much away in these vlogs. I've talked about some of the things I want to do on 2Ps in the podcast. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so. But now that I'm really taking these videos for what they are, it was all a learning experience for me. Because to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. I knew what I wanted in that moment in time. And even during those moments, I knew it wasn't going to happen. And some may say that that's why they didn't happen, because I wasn't confident in what I was trying to achieve or trying to get going over there. And I know I'm being very vague in this video, but without doing all these things, it would not have made me the person I am today. This was supposed to be more of a reflecting moment, these reaction videos, and giving more insight to the vlogs that didn't quite make the vlogs. But because it feels like a lifetime ago, seems like a bit of an exaggeration, but for me it feels like a lifetime ago, I don't really have a whole lot to say. It's just nice to look back on. But there was one moment in this clip, the part where I said I cringed, was when I was asking Morissette, oh God, to write down something meaningful to her. I was aiming more towards a quote or a particular saying in Tagalog or something that meant a lot to her, because my trips and even this channel, without her I wouldn't have done a lot of the things that I went out of my way to do. And as I've mentioned before, when I think of Morissette, I think of the Philippines. When I think of the Philippines, I think of you guys who have supported me all these years. So I really wanted something meaningful as a future tattoo design, which if you guys have taken notice across my social media, she couldn't think of anything in that moment, but I did have a backup idea, something for her to write on the piece of paper, and that was my favorite OPM song, which is obviously Aking Kanalang. Pretty sure most of you guys know this. I've showed this off in a video or two, even in the vlogs, I think. We've got Aking Kanalang on the psalm over here in Morissette's handwriting. A lot of people said, wouldn't you regret that based on how everything turned out? The answer is no. I recall actually explaining this already. This represents you guys too. And yes, I've got a phoenix to kind of go along with the whole Aking Kanalang. I actually think this represents me. After all this time, I thought it represented something else, but I actually feel more connected to my life journey as a phoenix than what I originally got it for. Which is funny how life works sometimes. And obviously that little last clip with the TNT boys at the end was me sharing what I was about to get done on my arm. So that was their whole kidding moment. That's when they kind of got set off on the whole idea. My 3 sons. Oh, how time flies. Although this was a short trip, I really enjoyed it, especially meeting Ate Rachel and Ria, Rachel's cousin. Felt like I formed a great friendship with those 2 girls, and I still feel close to both of them to this day. So regardless of what even happened on this trip or what didn't happen, I got 2 very important friendships from this trip. So as I get older, I realize it's the small things that mean the most. I don't take any of these things for granted, and hopefully once this whole COVID shit show is over, we can reunite and film content like the good old days. But I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.